Hey hi guys, hello and welcome back to my channel Elucidate. And guys, today onto my this particular lecture, that is lecture 2, we are going to start and we are going to understand the very important basic building blocks of Java, which is known as variables in Java. So guys, on if you guys have seen my previous lecture, the way I explained this particular example, like what was JDK, JRE, JVM, this was the old boring concept. And you can find this diagram everywhere. I tried to explain this particular diagram or this particular concept with the help of this diagram. I told you guys, what can be a JVM, what can be a JRE, what can be JDK. All that was funny, but I hope at the end of that first lecture, you guys would have never been able to, uh, going again and again and to understand and to learn the concept of JDK, JRE, and JVM. It would have got stuck onto your minds, right? So in the same way, I would be covering my lecture too as well. So there are three things that we need to understand onto this particular lecture, like what is our local variables, what is our global variables, which are known as instance variable in Java, and what are static variables in Java. Okay, so these are the three things that I have already mentioned. I have noted and jotted down the important parts which are related with these variables. But these things you can find everywhere. You can, if you google it out, then you can prepare all this data while learning yourself. Okay, there are n number of things available on YouTube as well, on Google, Stack Overflow, everywhere you can find this data. But what happens at some point of time, people tend to forget, especially the freshers or people having 2 to 3 years of experience or 2 years or 1 year of experience. We normally tend to forget all these things. So if you want to understand all these concepts in a very easy manner, I'll help you guys in order to understand that, so that it just becomes a part of your daily life. This is the reason why I have written, first we are going to understand local variables in daily life. Like, in our normal daily life, who all can be our local variables, who all can be our global variables, who all can be static variables. Because until and unless we try to associate the concepts of this programming language with your normal life, it would be really really very difficult for you to learn all these things. Even if at the start of my career, when I was learning all these things, every second day or every fourth day I was getting confused. I was calling local variable sometimes onto like a static variable. Sometimes I was calling static variables like local global variables and like local variable. It was totally all a mess for me initially, right? But I do not want this to happen with anyone else. I know a lot of things are mentioned over the internet, but I'll help you guys to understand in the most simple and easy manner, right? Because I don't know why all these concepts have been taught to us in a very very complex manner. Like, if you ask someone what are local variables, they will simply open your editor and they will start coding it. No, I do not want you to give me the coding part. If I understand the concept, even I can code myself. Okay, so it may be a long lecture, guys, please be with me. Just try to trust the entire process. At the end of this lecture, am sure, I guarantee again, like lecture 1, if you have gone through this particular lecture, nobody would be ever required to revise your concepts before going to an interview. I never revise, because this is the way I have learned, or my seniors have learned. So I have learned it from them, and I want to just simply impart that particular knowledge. So first we are going to understand what local variables are, with the help of a particular diagram that I have created. That may be a funny one, but I hope you guys would like that. Okay, so guys, this is a particular diagram that I have created in order to understand local variables. Okay, so let's say this is a place known as Mumbai. Okay, I've written, like, assume it's a method in Java. Just forget this. Just think about, at this point of time, let's say I'm just talking about Mumbai, right? So in Mumbai, let's say a method has been created like void Mumbai elections, and then some body over here. It can be anything you can write inside the method. So the way to write a method is write a return type method name followed by the parenthesis. I'll give demo of each and everything, but try to understand and try to get inside my mind the way I am trying to give you what I have in order to give you, right? So let's say, what are local people in your daily life? Have you seen your local people? Have you seen some local gatherings? Have you observed what local people are what do they do in the normal life, right? So I've taken example of Mumbai elections, okay, and I've taken examples of Delhi elections. It will help you to get a clearer picture in order to understand local, global and static variables, okay. First I'm talking about local. Do not get confused. I am again reiterating, I will talk about local. So this diagram is related to local variables, okay. So let's get started. Fine. So let's say in Mumbai tomorrow elections are being held. Okay, a simple it's like simple concept. Elections are there for Mumbai tomorrow. Okay, and let's say I am the face of Mumbai. I'm just assuming. I'm just virtualizing myself that tomorrow in order to become the minister of Mumbai or Maharashtra, let's say anything, in order to win the elections, the method that has been written, it has written some line of code. In order to win the elections, I would be needing help of n number of local people from all the local areas of Mumbai itself. I hope people know the concept of voting, right? So let's say there is a place named as Ghatkopar, there is a place named as Elphinstone Road in Mumbai, there is Bandra, there is n number of places in Mumbai, right? But in order to win elections just in Mumbai, I would be needing some local support a lot. Local people, want their votes from all the localites. So all these local area, this is local area of Mumbai, and all the local people who are residing inside all these areas. Let's say I am uh, taken the oath to become the CM, for these three areas. Just a weird example. So I would be needing support from all these three areas because I have got a ticket to represent these three areas. So in order to win or to become a minister for these three areas in Mumbai, I would be needing a lot of local support. I would be needing help of Sham, I would be needing help of Mohit, and these are all the local peoples. And what the local people are normally, um, local people may be anything, right? They might be having a job, they might not be having a job, or any other people that you can think of at this point of time can be a local people who live onto these particular areas. And if I want to win election onto Mumbai, I need their particular proper support so that they come out, they should bring out their own friends. Sham, and let's say Sham has its own friends. In order to win, I want him to bring some more friends. I would request him to bring even more friends with him, right? So a lot of coordination and integration is required in if you want to win a particular election kind of something. So these are all the local people, right? They live onto these local areas, they have their scope limited, they are found only onto these particular places, and if tomorrow at the same time Delhi is also having elections. Let's get back to the Delhi elections as well. Let's say tomorrow we have both Mumbai and Delhi elections as well going on at the same time. Then it may not. I cannot have that a resident of Mayur VR or voter one to come and give vote to me as well, because once you have given or casted a vote, you cannot give twice, right? I know. I hope you guys understand the concept of voting. Once you have given a vote, you cannot cast your vote again and again and again, right? So in Delhi, if again it is going to be an election date tomorrow, and it is also taking place tomorrow at the same time, I would be needing my local support. I cannot ask these people to come and vote for me, and neither the the person who has standing for Delhi elections, he also cannot expect that these local people should come from Maharashtra and support them in Delhi as well. So I hope what local people are all about, how do they work, what they all can do, you guys are getting a little bit of a clear picture. So what can happen, okay. So in Delhi, let's say there are three particular places. Mayur VR cannot place South Extension. There are people, local people who are living in onto these local areas as well. And let's say these are all voters. In order to win Delhi elections, I want n number of people to come and vote for that particular person. Or let's say if I am standing, I want all these local people to come out and support me. So these are local people, okay. They're the place where they are find out, uh, their scope is also limited. They cannot just jump back from Noida to Delhi at the same time and vote or two people at the same time, their scope is also limited. Okay, so these are all the local peoples. And now with the help of the Java concepts what I have already written over there, I'll try to explain it even in more better fashion. Okay, so there are certain steps. So these are the four things that you only need to remember. Okay, do they have a default value? In terms of Java, do not go into the programming concept, just think into your daily life, what can it be. So I have written over here that, do local variables have any default values? No. Why? Try to think it in the terms of normal life. Let's say you guys have seen a lot of movies, you guys have seen a lot of pictures on Netflix series, or on election based. You have seen that the people who come mostly out of their houses with their 10 friends and their friends of friends and friends of friends, like a chain. So these are all the localites who come out and support this particular person in order to win election. Okay, and what these localites do, they normally, what I have seen, in most of the series, or the uh, TV or television series, that they do not have any work. No, I mean they are not working. If they would have been a software engineer, or if they would have been a scientist, let's say if Mohit would have been a scientist, then it would not have been possible for Mohit to to leave his work and gather 10, 15 more localites and go and cast their vote along with 15, 20 more people and support this particular person. He may have done, he may be able to support this person although he is a scientist, but he cannot devote his entire time. So the people who are actually devoting their entire time, it means that either they do not have some work, or they are looking for some work, or for the sake of helping they would be getting some money in return, in reward, whatever the thing may be. Right, this is the reason why it I have mentioned it over here. Like, do they have any default values? No. In Java programming, if you declare a local variable, it will not have any default value. So if we think in terms of these localites who come out, let's say, who are wandering day and night, have no work, so they do not have any work, right? This is the reason why I've written, do they have any default value? No. How do we declare local variables? This is the second point. First point was that default value means, do they had any work? Are they software engineer, scientist, doctor, or marathon runners? No, there are no, they are just localites. They do not have any value. They were just waiting for something. This person came and assigned themselves work. So by default they were not working on any organization, let's say. Okay, that was the first point. Second point, how do we declare local variables? Or the better way to say that, where they should normally exist, or where we can find them. Okay, or where can we declare our local variables? So over here I've written, they can be declared inside methods, constructors, or blocks. So what are methods, constructor, or blocks? I will give a particular demo onto this, or just after this particular lecture. That would be just a demo lecture, and I'll guys make you understand totally and totally in terms of Java. No virtual examples like I'm giving over here. Why? Because over here we are just going through these theoretical concepts and just understanding them, so that at the end of this lecture, when you start writing code on your own, you are able to associate your life with those local variables that are explained in Java, because everything is interrelated, everything is connected. There are no fancy or alien concept over here. Okay, so the first thing, local variables, he was not doing anything, he was workless, he was jobless, he had no default value. How can you declare them? How can we find them? It is written inside method, constructor, or blocks. Where do normally find these local people? You can find these local people where they may be residing onto their villages, or they you can find them onto some cities. Okay, uh, or they might be just living onto a particular apartments kind of stuff. So you can visualize like method, constructor, or blocks kind of thing over here, just to understand the concept. That is it. So where do we can find them? We can find these local people inside the villages or cities, or particular city, or a particular apartment. I hope I am making sense, guys. Okay, the third point, what is the scope of local variables? and the scope is limited inside method, constructor, or blocks. Okay, so let's say Mohit is a jobless kind of person, and he lives in Elphinstone Road. Okay, he has no work, he's very very poor, he's needy. So what is his scope? The scope is the place from where he is coming from. Let's say if he's coming from his village, then he would be knowing 10 other people in his village as well. If he is coming from a constructor or a block or a method, let's say he's coming from a particular apartment, right? So in the apartment on which Mohit is living, there may be n number of people who would be knowing Mohit as well, right? So his scope is limited to 10 different people only. He knows only those 10 different people. Even in case of something happens or some danger happens, only those people, he can communicate to them. Or in case of help, like, if he wants that people living, his 10 people living in his apartments, he wants them to come with him and go out and vote for Mumbai, like a Mumbaikar. So it would be, totally dependent upon his scope. This is why where they are found, where we declare inside method, constructor, or block, like villages, city, or apartment. What is their scope? Their scope is also limited to their village, city, or apartment. If you are jobless and you are not a renowned entity, I mean, you cannot say that, I'll go to USA and I have a person sitting over there and he'll help you out. Your scope is limited, dude. Try to understand. If you are onto this kind of local variable, your scope is limited. You are not global kind of, that you can do anything at any point of time, at any place, any country, any city. No. Normally what happens, people spend their whole life living onto a particular city, I have seen, and they have not even moved out of their city, so their scope is also limited to that particular city. So guys, I am giving a very much stress onto this local variable because rest of the points will follow through it. So this is the reason why I am spending a lot of time. It may take some time, but it will help you your 15, 20, 30, 40, 45 days in order to remember the concept. If you associate yourself like you are a local person, let's say I am a local person, I belong to a particular village, let's say. Okay, so I know only people onto my village. Again, I'm reiterating, do they have any default value? By am I working? If I'm living in a village, it may happen that I may not be working, I may be a jobless, right? I do not have any work. This is the reason why uh, I tried to help to elections and get some money and earn some stuff or some loyalty, right? How do we declare local variables, or where we can declare, or where they should normally exist inside village, city, or apartment? Okay, if I belong from a village, I can, you know, uh, sorry, pardon me. So if I belong to from a village, I may be residing inside a village. I may come from a city, I may come from a particular apartment, right? So local people reside in local areas as well. Okay, and what is the scope? My scope is limited, or my power or my authority is limited onto all these spaces, like from my village, my city, my apartment. If I'm belonging from these three things, like inside method, constructor, or block, my power is, or my authority, or the number of people I know is limited to these particular areas. Let's say those who are seeing this video at this point of time, if I ask you what is your scope, right? What is your scope? How can you help me out? So they will say that, I am living in Delhi, I know 10 different peoples, my scope is limited, not only to Mayur Vihar, I can help you out in Connaught Place as well. My scope is also limited not only to Mayur Vihar and Connaught Place, I can help you out in South Extension. But your scope is limited. It may happen that, you cannot help me if I move to Mumbai. You can say that, I won't be able to help you because I don't know anyone living onto that particular place. So guys, these were all the three steps onto which I laid special emphasis. I devoted extra time, because once you understand these basic things and you associate them with your normal life, it would be very easy for you to understand. No need to, every time go and start writing coding and learning from coding. First, learn from your daily life what these things are all about. Java language has been not been developed by AI, right? It has been developed by a human being, so the concepts are the same. Even if you go for any other language, you will find the concepts are relating to your life as well. Okay, Now coming back to the fourth point, can access specifiers be used with local variables? No. So what are these access specifiers? There are four access specifiers in Java: default, public, private, protected. I'll give a demo. Do not worry at this point of time what the hell is written over here, what do they mean. It at this point of time you can just imagine, like, since you're Mohit is a very local kind of person, he has no job, so you won't call him sir, you won't call him scientist Mohit, you won't call him, uh, like Professor Mohit, so you won't be using these kind of terms with Mohit. Okay, so just for the sake of understanding, so guys, onto this particular diagram, just with the help of these two diagrams, I hope I have made myself clear with respect to local variables. Again, final time I'm reiterating so that it becomes totally gets stuck onto your mind. The first thing, do local variables have any default values? Was Mohit having any work? No, Mohit was not having any work. He was jobless. Otherwise, he would be having some kind of work. Okay, secondly, where can we actually find them, or where we can declare local variables? We can declare them inside method, constructor, or block. Or where can you find Mohit would be found in his village, or in city, or in on some apartments, right? Only local. What is the scope? What is his power? What is authority? Where all can help? Like villages, city, or apartment. From where he can provide help or he can seek help. His scope is limited because he knows only few number of people. I hope these 3 points have been cleared exactly. And access specifiers, they cannot be used. Just learn it at this point of time. In my next lecture, I'll give a proper demo again and again for all these points, for all that has been written over here. Okay. Right. Now coming back to global variables. These were the local variables. Like Mohit was a localite. Okay. He had no work. But now I'm talking about the global variables or instance variables, which are known as instance variable in Java. First, understand what global variables are. Guys, let's say that I've already written over here. You just have to imagine that this is not a hardcore fact. You just have to imagine over here. Let's say there are two celebrities in the entire universe who have been termed as global users, and there are two sports person in the entire universe or the Milky Way, the galaxy in which we live in. There are only these four people who can be termed as global user. Okay, which means that they would be having more power, more authority as compared to Mohit. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, so these are these are the four global users. And in in our entire earth, two celebrities from anywhere and two sports person, let's say sports person 1, 2, and celebrity 1 and celebrity 2. These are the four people in the entire earth I'm talking about, are the global people, right? So now let's get into the Java mode and understand what they can do extra. Okay, over here it is written that if you declare a global variable in Java, will it be having any default values? Yes, if we declare a global variable, they will be having some default values. Like for integer, it will be having 0. I'll give a demo how integer is having a 0 value. For boolean, they would be having false, and string, they would be having null. But in normal daily life, the way I have taught you, or way I am trying to explain you the things, I hope you are able to understand why they are having some value. Why? Because they already have some work. All the governments of all the countries have made them a global user, which means that they have some work, they do have some necessary skills, they are required at some point of time, and at any point of time, at any country, in any organization, at any place of the earth, right? This is why they are known, termed as global users, so we can make use of them anywhere, anytime, or any place. Okay, and how? I'll give a demo again, but first try to understand. You cannot say that global users do not have any value. Mohit was not having value because he was jobless, he was not having default value, he was waiting for someone to come and give work to him. But they have already been allocated work as a global user, right? So they do have some work in the normal life. Just try to understand, they are not free. They their work is, their work is time, their time is money. So these are some serious people in the entire earth. So how do we declare global variables? Sorry, it should be the global one. Pardon me, I just forgot, guys. Just copy paste it. Okay, coming back to the concept, where can we find the global variables? So now global variables will not be found like local variable. This is for sure. Local variables were found in villages, in cities and apartments. Okay, but they would be found outside these villages because these are global users. You cannot find them inside a particular village kind of place, or you can go inside a city. If they are not residing onto a particular city, or they are not residing onto a particular apartment, these are global user. They can be anywhere at any point of time. They can be in San Francisco, next time they can be in, Houston, and then in Ohio, and then can be in Delhi as well. Any place they can be, right? So just understand in that particular concept, get into that frame of mind. Okay, what is their scope? Now, with the scope, if I talk about, let's say I'm talking about their power, what is their authority, where are all the places they can help? I've written that inside all method, constructors or blocks, but within a class. What is within a class, I'll explain later, but just try to understand that inside all method, constructor or blocks, they can help you out, right? So they would be able to help you inside, like a village, inside a city, inside an apartment over here, right? Not only onto the Mumbai area, they can also help you because these are global users. So they would be able to help you in Delhi as well. They would be able to cast their vote both in Mumbai, and they would be able to cast their vote in Delhi as well. Since they are a global user, they can go anywhere and do anything. Okay, so this is why it's written inside all method, constructor or blocks. What it means, I'll give you when I'll be giving you the, the demo part, the coding part. I'll help you guys to understand. So, can access specifiers be used with global variables? Yes, sir, madam, professor, scientist. These kind of terms can be used global variables because they are global, right? And what is the way to make them, or what is the way to make use of them, or how can we call them? If we are calling them within a method, they can be called directly, and if we are calling it within a static method, they can be called by using object reference. Okay, so what it means, again I have to show you out, but just try to understand in normal language. If you want to call these global users, these are just the global users, right? Celebrity 1, celebrity 2. If you want to call a celebrity to your house, how you are going to call them? Just think normally. Let's say you are calling Ethan Hunt, or you are calling any other very famous sports personality, and you want them to come and visit to your home. How will you call them? I hope you guys have been able to think at this point of time. You will go by yourself to the airport, right, to pick them up, and then will bring them back simultaneously at the same time along with yourself to back to their home. You will follow them, or you will send your particular driver, and you will say that, hey driver, there is celebrity one, get her or get him, and then bring her or bring him safely back to our home, if you are a very businessman kind of people, right? So they can be called using an object reference. So what is an object reference? I'll create an object in front of you guys, and then I'll show you later on. Okay, but if you want to call them, you have to call them, you can call them directly. If it is within a particular method, they can be called directly, and if you're inside a static method, you would be making use of some object reference. Okay, so guys, this was the step 2 where we try to understand what global variables are all about. And now finally, just try to understand the static variables. Everything is the same in case of static variables. Everything, mostly all of the things are same, but there is only one small difference. I'll make you guys understand what static variables are. You guys have seen in your entire life that there are some scientists, or there are some professors with whom you have learned in your college, in your university, in your science faculty, or your computer faculty. there are always professors over there, right? And later they become on scientists, or there are some sort of scientists. So who these people are? They are very static in nature. They are not dynamic. They do not keep on changing jobs like us, that we are very dynamic. We, like, we all the engineers are like, we will work for 3 years onto one organization, then we will work next 5 years onto another organization till salary gets hiked up, and then again we are going to leave that particular organization, and then again for next 4 years we will be working on to somewhere else. So we are very dynamic and we keep changing ourselves, right? But the professors, you have studied with them, and you have normally heard that this particular phenomenon, that there is a Professor Chintamani kind of people, or a person who has been teaching onto this particular faculty for the last 20 years or the last 25 years. So these are very static kind of people. They do not move their career over here and there like dynamic people do. Okay, so in very normal language, who are scientists, they are also very static kind of people. If a scientist is working onto a robo kind of thing, or working on a particular preparation of a missile, he will dedicate his entire life working onto that particular missile, you know so these people are totally focused kind of people. They do not change uh, their region. They don't even change their, the place where they are living. So just in order to understand, make your mind that, professors and scientists kind of people can be static users. And now get back onto Java mode. This was the normal life mode. Now back to the Java mode. In Java mode, do they have default value? Yes, they are working. They are a professor. They are scientist. And integer, boolean, zero. These are all in terms of Java. I'll explain later. How do we declare? Their scope is same as global variables as well. Okay, but when you declare them or when you find them, you will find them with the help of static keyword. Hello, static professor. Like, this is a professor. Let's say his name is Chintamani, right? So when you call your professors, how do you call them? Do you call your professor like, hey Chintamani, come here? No, you give respect to them. You call them like, where is Professor Chintamani? Where is scientist Alex Stewart, kind of thing, right? So you just call them by their, designation kind of thing. So in the same way, static, when you find them or when you try to declare them, they would be declared with a static keyword. You have to apply this particular keyword. I was confused what this keyword is all about at some point of time. What are keywords? Even I was not knowing the concept what a keyword is. I'll explain to you guys so that you do not have to Google out your entire life in just learning Java. I'll make you guys understand, but it will take some time. Okay, so these static people were having some job. These are already professors. They're earning high earning salaried people. Scientists getting tons of money, billions of dollars. Professors are also earning lakhs of money, right? So they were having some default values where you can declare them just like global variables. Everything is the same, but when you declare them, you will say that Professor Chintamani, Professor Scientist, like scientist, scientist Abhinav, kind of thing, right? The third thing, what is the scope? Their scope is also the same like global variables. Whatever the things global variables were able to do, these celebrities and sports person, they will be able to do the same things as well. Can access specifiers be used? Yes, surely, of course. Default, public, private, protected, right? They would be used. And what is the way to make use of them, or to call them? Again, they would be called by using object reference, and they can be called by using class name, and if calling within a normal method, they can be called directly. Okay, so guys, these were all the basic concepts that I wanted you guys to know, in so that you are able to associate these concepts with your normal life as well. Again, I'm just reiterating. I'll just take 2 more minutes. These were the Roman localites who were living in, let's say, Elphinstone Road in Mumbai, and their scope was limited to village, city, apartment, because they are all normally declared, or they are normally found onto this particular area. And this is the reason why their scope was limited, because they never went out of their village, they never went out of the city, they never went out of their apartment, right? But in case of global users or the global variables, their scope was, outside the method constructor or blocks. Not only this, on this particular area they were found out, because these are global variables. Okay, there was a small particular difference. and their scope was limited inside all method and constructors and blocks. Okay, all methods, constructor and block. I'll show you guys later on what that actually meant and what were the static variables. Static variables are just like professors and scientists, and whenever you call them with the static keyword. Hey, Professor Chintamani, name of the professor, and you call them by the static keyword. Their scope is the same, access specifier is the same. They can be called directly by using class name, they can be called by using object reference. So next, in the next very next lecture, I'll be talking about the technical stuff. I'll be using the entire coding part. No more fancy or theoretical concept would be there. I would be showing you with the help of, I will be writing code and will be showing you each and everything line by line for all these three variables. Okay, so guys, this was all about my lecture 2, in which I have tried to explain from the core of my heart that what these variables are. And I don't want to make all these things, although they might be sounding like a stupidity kind of thing, that what kind of examples I am seeking over here. But it will really help you in order to understand, for those who are new and they are not able to understand, and just going again back to Google and still not getting, or going through the YouTube channels, but still over there itself also they are just explaining it with the help of writing some code over there. Static, they sometimes they're calling static and they're non-static, and the person got confused. Oh man, what was the static one and why this local variable was called over here? So I'll make you understand. I've already made you understand over here that what local variables are. Just think of a normal localite living onto your local area who is jobless. Where you can find them, you can find inside his own apartment. What would be his scope? His scope would be very, very limited, and access specifiers cannot be used. But if you find a global variables, let's say your friend who can go to France, Germany, Italy, India, Russia, he can be found outside that particular villa, apartment, or anything. His scope would be more than on this particular kind of stuff. Access specifiers can be used. This is the way of calling. Same with your professors or your scientists, there are the static variables. So guys, I hope I have made myself a little bit clear, and I hope my lecture would have surely helped you guys. If not, then please let me know if anything I need to improve, or if you wanted some extra piece of information, I'll upload that piece of information again onto a very new lecture, right? So guys, this was all about this particular lecture. Thank you for your time, and thanks a lot for your patience. Thank you.